Good morning, students. Welcome back in your SS class. Student, from this video lecture, you can say that from this video lecture we will continue the fourth part of the chapter, that is from trade to territory, and it is the second chapter of history. And before it, we have already seen, and you can say we have already three classes, and in three classes we came to know about that how British established its power in India. And you can say that how Britisher came as a trader, and after then there were two battles. The first battle, you can say Battle of Plassey in 1757, and the second battle, it is Battle of Buxar in 1764. These two battles, they became the turning point in our Indian history, because in our Indian history, after these two battles, British started to establish its power, started to expand its power. In this video lecture, we will cover these two topics. The first topic, you can say that is subsidiary alliance, and the second one is Anglo-Mysore War. Because in the last, and you can say in the previous video lecture, I have told you that British company, it used two method, it used two style to expand British power in India. The first one is it made different policies, and through those policies it expanded its power. And second thing, it has some direct war also. So it adopt these two methods and to expand the, you can say, British Empire. In this video lecture, we will focus only 2 points. First one is the subsidiary alliance, and the second one is the Anglo-Mysore War. Now, dear student, let's think about what is subsidiary alliance and what the basic feature of this alliance, you can say that. First of all, we will discuss that who was the person who started this policy, you can say that. So it is Richard Wellesley. We can say it Lord Wellesley also, that this Richard Wellesley, and you can say Lord Wellesley, he was that person who started this policy, and you can say who started this subsidiary alliance. And if you think about this alliance, and you can say this policy, according to this policy, the Indian rulers were not allowed to have their own independent army, and you can say armed force. According to this policy, Indian rulers, they were not allowed to have their own independent armed force. उनकी अपनी खुद की army नहीं होती. Now we have one basic question here, and this basic question is that if they don't have, you can say if they did not have any army, then how would they fight with the battle? Means how would they protect themselves? The question arises here. Now this would be the question for before us, that how would they fight in the battle, and how would they protect themselves from the other rulers if they don't have any power, and you can say they don't have any army. So according to the term and condition of this policy, they were protected by the company force. Means the company provided them, you can say, their army, and they would be protected by that army. And if they would get that army, the rulers had to just pay as a for the subsidiary force. Means according to the subsidiary alliance, the ruler did not have any army, and they have to take, you can say, the company army whenever it required. But just only rulers had to pay these subsidiary force. You can say that the army will be paid by the rulers. If the Indian rulers fail to make the payment, then some part of its territory, it was taken as a penalty. This was the basic feature of, you can say that, the subsidiary alliance. According to this alliance, that the rulers did not have any force, and you can say any army, and he would take just only the army of the British Empire, and he had to pay for this. He had to pay to the subsidiary force. If the ruler did fail to make the payment, then a part of his territory, it was taken away, and you can say it was taken as a penalty also. For example, let's take the example Nawab of the Awadh. If we think about the Awadh, it was very faithful to British Empire, but having, in spite of his faithfulness, Nawab of Awadh, he was also forced to give over half of the territory to the company in 1801. Reason is that because he adopted, and you can say he was signed, Awadh was signed to the subsidiary alliance. So because he Awadh adopted the subsidiary alliance, so Nawab of Awadh, he was forced to give near about 50% of the territory to the company in 1801 because he was not able to pay to pay the payment to the subsidiary force. This was the basic reason. And same fate it was the Hyderabad. Hyderabad was also forced to cede its territory on the similar ground because he was not able to pay the subsidiary force. This was the basic reason. So according to the subsidiary alliance, if you think about it, according to this policy, Indian ruler, they were not allowed to have any independent force. Second thing, if they needed any force, it would be from the British Empire. And for getting this facility, the rulers had to pay the subsidiary force. This was the basic thing. And it is the subsidiary alliance, you can say. I think this concept is clear to all of you. Now let's see another way and another thing. Students. Now next one, it's very most important thing. Tipu Sultan. Next thing we will discuss about Tipu Sultan. Okay. I think so, my dear student, you know very well about the Tipu Sultan. He was considered the, you can say that he was okay, let's think about the Tipu Sultan. At that time, company also used some direct military confrontation also to protect its political and economical interest. Now we will discuss about this direct military attack also, how this would happen. So first of all, we will discuss and we will take the example of the southern Indian state of Mysore. Now, this is the map of India, and now you can see that where is Mysore. Now this part, in the southern part of India, that is Mysore, and the real region of the conflict between Mysore and the British Empire, it is the Malabar coast. Student, in the southern part of India, we have Deccan Plateau, and you can say that there is a western part is the Western Ghat, and eastern part it is having eastern part. Now the southern part of the Western Ghat, it is known as a Malabar coast, and for the trading purpose, it is very most important part. And Mysore, and you can say the ruler of the Mysore, he did not want that there would be any type of trading point for the British also. वो नहीं चाहते थे कि ब्रिटिश यहाँ से किसी प्रकार का ट्रेड करे. Now we'll discuss about the Anglo-Mysore War. It would be very important for you. Now, student, Mysore, it was established by Hyder Ali, and after Hyder Ali, it was ruled by Tipu Sultan, his son. And the Anglo-Mysore War, we will discuss about it, and it is most important for you. Now, first of all, if you think about it, Mysore controlled the profitable trade over the Malabar coast. It is very most important part for the trading purpose. And if we think about this area, company purchased pepper and cardamom from this part of the kingdom. But in 1785, Tipu Sultan stopped export of sandalwood, pepper, and cardamom from this part of his kingdom, and this allowed to the local merchant that they would not trade with company. It was totally banned. You can say that. It was done by the Tipu Sultan. You can say that. A question arises here: why Tipu Sultan did so? It was a trading point. You can say that. It was a trading point. You can say that. And after this, so students, question arises here: why Tipu Sultan stopped this trading? Reason is that first reason is that Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan, they were very close with French. Now French is also a trading company, British is also a trading company. So if अगर हम बात करते हैं दुश्मन के हम दोस्त बन जाते हैं, तो we are also the enemy of that person. So that's why they were against British. And this was due to this thing. There was a conflict between Hyder Ali and you can say between Mysore and you can say British also. Now students, let's discuss some other fact also. Company saw Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan. They were very ambitious and you can say arrogant and dangerous person, and they have a lot of ambition and they wanted to create, you can say, they want to expand their rule also. So to control them means to control Hyder Ali and to control Tipu Sultan, they took just only one method to eliminate them. They wanted to curse them. So there were you can say 4 wars, and they were fought between British Empire and Mysore also. The first Anglo-Mysore War, it was in 1767 to 1769. In this war, company defeated and treaty was signed. Peaceful treaty was signed. Again, there would be a second Anglo-Mysore War in 1780 to 1784. Company again defeated. Again, there was a treaty. But my dear student, in 1790 to 1792, there would be a third Anglo-Mysore War. And in 1792, the company attacked with a combined force here, Maratha and Nizam of Hyderabad. Now, my dear student, here I want to tell you one thing. In our India, there are a lot of traitors, you can say that. बहुत सारे देशद्रोही हमारे इंडिया में मिलते हैं. Same thing it was happened with Tipu Sultan also. In 1792, Maratha and you can say Nizam of Hyderabad, they combined with the company, means क्योंकि उनको भी डर था कि मैसूर कभी उनके ऊपर अधिकार ना कर ले, इसलिए वो क्या करते कंपनी के साथ मिल जाते हैं. And they all defeated Tipu Sultan. अब वो टीपू सुल्तान को हराते हैं. And there would be a harsh treaty. It was done. And you can see in your book also, 2 sons of Tipu Sultan, they was taken as a hostage. टीपू सुल्तान के 2 बेटों को एज ए होस्टेज के रूप में ले जाया गया. And this war was considered the 4th Anglo-Mysore War. In 1791, this was the 3rd Anglo-Mysore War. Now in 1799, 4th Anglo-Mysore War again was done again, and this was known as the Battle of the Srirangapatnam. This battle was known as the Srirangapatnam battle, and in this battle, company ultimately won, and you can say that company won. So due to this thing, in this battle, Tipu Sultan was defeated, and even he was also died. And you can see that now here, by this war, means after this war, the company established its power over Mysore. Means वो मैसूर को भी अपने कब्जे में ले लेती है. Now, my dear student, we will see next point what had happened after it. This would be more tragic. Reason is that because the tiger of Mysore, he was died, and there were, you can say, 4 wars. In the first two war, company was defeated, but in the third war, Nizam of Hyderabad and you can say Marathas, they helped company to defeat Tipu Sultan. And in the 4th Mysore Anglo War, that is known as the Battle of Srirangapatnam. It was the capital of, you can say that, Tipu Sultan. So in this battle, the tiger of the Mysore, it means that Tipu Sultan, he was died. It is most important thing for us. Now let's discuss event after the Tipu Sultan. What would happen? Tipu Sultan was died defending his capital on 4th May 1799. And Mysore was placed under the former ruling dynasty of the Wodeyars at that time. Means before Hyder Ali, वहां पर Wodeyars का अधिकार था. हैदर अली ने वोडियार से ही अपना अधिकार लिया था. मींस हैदर अली ने वोडियार से राज्य छीना था. तो आफ्टर 4th Anglo-Mysore War, when Tipu Sultan was died, so the former ruling dynasty, it was established over Mysore, and subsidiary alliance was imposed on the state. Now students, see this thing. This picture was also in the museum also, and in this picture, this tiger, it denotes Tipu Sultan, and there was a British Empire. How it was crushing, means वो कैसे खत्म करता जा रहा है. But due to the, you can say, dictatorship, and you can say due to our some Indian members, उनके धोखे की वजह से हमारे बड़े-बड़े जो आप कह सकते हो शेर थे वो मारे गए थे. This was, you can say, most tragic thing, and you can say बहुत बड़ा अभिशाप. You can say it was a curse for our Indian society. We can say that. This, you can say, this picture, it denotes how a toy tiger was killed a European soldier. ये पिक्चर आपको ये दिखाई दे रही है. अगर मैं इसकी बात करता हूं तो this tiger, it was, you can say that, Tipu Sultan, and this This was the British person and European soldier. This was the thing. Now leave that topic. Now let's see some another fact about Tipu Sultan, that Tipu Sultan having a scientific temper. You can say that the first rocket made by his reign, you can say that, उसी के टाइम पीरियड में पहला रॉकेट बनाया गया था. And even in NASA there was a photograph of Tipu Sultan. It was also right now in NASA. It is also in NASA. Okay. Now in the next video we'll discuss about the story of the Maratha Empire. What would be this story? We'll discuss in the next video lecture. I think student, this concept is clear to all of you. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.